Hi. There were two students had a doubt whether after completion of their graduation, when they took up a job, they are enjoying or not. So they came to see their professor to get his advice to know whether they should continue working in the same place with the kind of environment not conducive to themselves, where their bosses are tossing them up and down, giving them a lot of trouble, and being treated as the startup employees who do not know anything about their work, and hence they are not satisfied with the work which they do. They were wanting to come and check with their professors, and having reached the professor's place, they were wanting to find out who has to go first and then discuss with the professor. Both were not aware that they came with the same reason for discussion. But then, having met over there, having discussed on priority of meeting him, they came to know that the question remained the same. And hence they decided to see the professor together. They went together and then saw the professor. And professor asked, exchanged pleasantries in the beginning, and then he checked with his students what is that they are looking for, why do they come there, what is that they were wanting. So both of them said, sir, we have same question in our mind. We joined new in a company and it's a startup. We are not very comfortable working there because the bosses treat us very badly. Should we continue working or should we quit the job and then look for something else? The professor thought for a while, closed his eyes, and both the students were waiting patiently. He closed his eyes for some time and then opened his eyes, looked at them and said 5 words. Only a bowl of rice. Then he closed his eyes. Students were sitting for some time, having heard the reply from the professor, and they were on their way back. Both were silent, did not speak to each other on anything. They were only experiencing the words which was uttered by the professor. And finally, after some time, they broke the silence and said, only a bowl of rice is what we are informed. Hope the message is very clear. Let us continue doing it what we are advised to do. Having gone back to their places, one of them quit his job, gave his resignation, went to his village, started his cultivation and did his farming, and he was fairly successful. After some time, he became an advisor to all the neighboring villages on how to do organic farming with the kind of knowledge he had from his college and also having learned from so many other sources. He was quite popular and very successful and became wealthy also with the kind of crop patterns he followed. The other gentleman who came along with him did not quit. He continued his work and he also became very successful. He invented so many things in his company, startup company, and company grew because of his contribution. And later on the situation changed and he has become a manager of that other firm. And so many laurels reached him and he also became reasonably wealthy and contented on his work and personal life. So both of them accidentally met somewhere and then started discussing about what they did. And both were confused because the response given to them was similar by the professor, but both of them took it very differently and had a different experience and fairly successful also. So they were wanting to find out from the professor what exactly he meant by that statement and what is that he conveyed actually on that meeting. So wanting to know the real meaning of what he conveyed, both of them went together again to the professor, and they were quite changed now. They introduced themselves to the professor, and he recollected the discussion both of them had with him. And now he both of them asked a question. Sir, the other day when we came, you gave only that 5 letters, only a bowl of rice. What does that mean? Have we taken the right decision? One of us stuck to the job, the other one quit the job. And what is that you were wanting to convey at that time? And the professor smiled and then closed his eyes. And as earlier, they were patiently waiting for the professor to open the eyes, and then uttered again 5 words. Only an experience of life is what professor said. So both of them got the point what he conveyed and went away from that place. So my dear friends, situations come on a platter to us. It might be either difficult or easy. It's again depending on how you're going to pursue further with what you have got in your life. It is every success again is a parameter which you need to define. On the first instance, the professor said only a bowl of rice. Does it mean that the job is only for taking care of your basic requirements? And second time when these students went there, they discussed with the professor. He said experience of life. That means what? You are put through so many things to learn your own life pattern. So when the problems come, no problem is there without a solution. You need to get a solution. And if you sulk and then go deep into the problem, solutions won't be visible. So you should always be looking out for solutions in each problem, and definitely keep your eyes, ears and mind open. The solution reach you at the right time. The only thing, you need to grasp it and then apply it to yourself, and success, whichever parameter, the way you have been defining it to yourself, will reach you promptly. I hope the experience of these 2 youngsters denotes or connotes to our life pattern as well. Follow your own mind and then find out the truth. Definitely success, peace, happiness will be yours all the time. Thank you very much for patiently watching. Bye.